Let it roll. Roll out. On YouTube for quite some time now, I have a question, something you mentioned over and over again, refer to bannings. What do you mean? How would you describe a miserable play pattern? What I mean when I say something has a play pattern that I don't enjoy, I mean it creates play patterns in which one or both players get to make very few relevant decisions. So a card like Blood Moon, I would describe as a miserable play pattern, because often when it gets cast, one player gets to stop taking game actions effectively other than drawing a card, playing a land that can't cast their spells, and like moving to hand size. I don't think this is good enough. I'm gonna mulligan. Having Kiki in your hands is a liability. I mean, this hand would really like... Fetch land will do. Maybe I need to think about the mana base some more. That land really wants to fetch a Hallowed Fountain, but it can't. I guess it gets Breeding Pool, so we can cast Coiling Oracle, and then we can curve into Saheeli here. So, could be Red-Green Eldrazi, could be Eggs, could be Tron, could be Amulet Titan. So again, off to the races here. He's the Mirror Breaker. It gets tough thinking about mana bases when you have 4 colors in your deck and you have a bunch of shock lands, because it's impossible to play 8 to 10 fetch lands and have them get all of your shock lands. Yeah, that's ideal. Hopefully we will just win before we get set up. Well, I mean, we can kill our opponent on turn 4, but they're probably going to kill us on turn 3. Or as I like to call it, welcome to Modern. Welcome to Modern. Maybe I should just concede. I don't know, there's a chance they don't have the Titan, right? Gilger, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now, so thanks for supporting mine this month with that. I do appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. They always have it. How do you know when your opponent's going to have it? They always have it. When do you have it? Never. Survey says... I fight so good with that Twitch Prime support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome. I do appreciate it. To be fair... They do play 8 Titans. They do play 8 Titans. I appreciate the BM Azusa before the Titan. I can appreciate the BM Azusa before the Titan. I guess if I had a path, they technically want to do that. Alright, we got some wet balls. We got this one. We got this one. I think Glen is okay here. This is probably fine. What am I trimming? Scavenging Ooze is rancid. Oh yeah, wet balls. We need a jingle for wet balls. Need to cut 5 cards. That's so many cards. Just a voice out matchup. It might just be a voice out match. Yeah, I think this is probably too slow. I don't want to cut too many 2-drops because we can evolve voice into Fulminator Mage. The only decks, like, I enjoy most things in Modern. The only decks that, like, I actively don't like playing are on the no-fly list, so things like Lantern or Red-Green Valakut and stuff like that. The better comparison for Sliver is Reclamation Sage, and the fact that this deck wants a body left around to Eldritch Evolution makes those effects much better than Quasi Pride Mage. I don't think Reflector... It's okay, I guess. I think because we have combo kills in our deck... Actually, this Eternal Witness probably isn't very good. Leave this other voice in. I think because we have a combo kill in our deck, being able to like Reflector Mage their Titan and then like untap and be able to kill them is worthwhile. I don't think I can mulligan this. We need to fetch red sources aggressively here. So this will be Stomping Ground. This will be Steam Vent maybe, or another Stomping Ground. If we hit another red source off the Coiling Oracle, we can turn for them potentially. Yes, a Healing Sliver destroys a lot of artifacts and enchantments, which is great. Red source. All right. All right, that's almost as good, right? Because I get to just go ahead and, like, put my wet ball into play. Nice double lands. This is totally about to get Nature's claimed, isn't it? Otherwise, we kill them in 2 here. I haven't played this configuration enough to have a good answer to that question, Defara. Last time, I will say last time we played this configuration, it felt very good, which is why I was interested in playing it again. Bits are like an alternative way of donating money directly. They give you fun bit badges in chat. Well, they know about that Saheeli, so they know they're getting comboed next turn. The equivalent of bits is every 1 bit is a penny for the streamer, so 100 bits is a $1 donation effectively. I don't know if the wet ball did anything here, but, you know, we're going to try. We can sideboard hate game 2, assuming I think it depends on the context of your deck, and like if you actually can't beat it, you should probably hedge. And if your deck actually can't beat a Damping Sphere, you should probably you have a Dismember. Smells like Dismember, huh? Oh, I can't play this. Is this symmetrical? That was a cute punk fake. That was a cute pump fake. What are the other ways to donate here? You can also donate via PayPal. There's a donate link below the stream. Both bits and PayPal pop up on screen. Did I miss a sub? I think I missed a sub. Did I miss a sub? No, I fight so good. I said that one. They do sometimes play Dismember, though. No, the kids are at daycare today, and as far as I'm aware, we haven't been called to come get them back. Come pick them up early, so that's good. I think I'm just going to go ahead and submit here. Go happy with what we did. I think we're just pretty much racing anyways. Damping Sphere is such a good addition to this archetype because, like, being able to play a combo deck that doesn't care about Damping Sphere, I think has some legs to it right now. Details on how the donation decks work can be found here. bit.ly/Google sellout. I think this is a mulligan. I have a bird, but I don't have any of my hate cards. I guess Oath of Nissa gives me a lot of looks in this cycles. Yeah, I'm a liar. I'm going to keep this. I can't get the welcome song out of my head. Sliver destroys artifacts and enchantments. It's in your board, so you have a creature that you can fetch up with Eldritch Evolution for a naturalized effect. The opponent's playing Amulet Titan. This Speaking of, would they grab Simic Growth Chamber? Sure. Yep. No, I think Teeg for E is really narrow. So I did not bring that in. I live in the Midwest, about 2 hours south of Chicago. That is unfortunate. I'm actually just gonna make another Birds of Paradise here. Our hand of mediumness has it's literally drawn mostly lands. Well, we've had 4 lands and 5 cards now. So Quasily and Sliver are different. Sliver doesn't sacrifice itself. Quasily does. The more apt comparison between Sliver is Sliver versus Reclamation Sage. Yeah, Sliver is Enter the Battlefield. I think we're dead here if we don't draw like a wet ball from Alright, even if we draw a wet ball, we're still in a lot of trouble. It doesn't block well against all the creature decks. It blocks well against their awkward and middle and bad draws. What it doesn't do well against are their good draws. When Hallowed One puts a bunch of shit into play, the green-white Value Town deck is a deck that's relying on 3 mana cards against a deck that's playing 1 mana and 0 mana, 4/4s and 5/5s. It's slow and clunky and doesn't have efficient interaction outside of Path. And the games that it plays Path, the decks that you're tending to Path, are very quick. And you're giving them more mana, so they're able to vomit their hand even faster to get even further underneath your deck full of 3 and 4 mana spells. Modern is not a format that's kind towards playing a bunch of really clunky cards. I really don't think we have any outs here to this Walking Ballista. Because the Walking Ballista even just gets to, like, it stops our combo with Saheeli too. Like, I get it. I get it. But, like, one of my biggest pet peeves Modern players love to do is they go, well, no, my deck's good because someone posted a result with it somewhere. Guess what? Someone has always posted a result somewhere with everything, because Modern's a format where people play lots of different decks, and most of the people aren't playing the decks because they're good. They're playing the decks because, hey, this is my deck, I enjoy playing it, and I think it's sweet. And that's great. You know, you can and should play decks because they're sweet. Can and should play decks because they're sweet. That's why we're playing this deck. That's why we play most of the decks in Modern. Like, the people that aren't playing, like, I don't know, what's the subset? Like, Humans, Hallowed One, Jeskai Control, Storm, like, most of those people are playing those decks because it's what they enjoy playing. Winning die rolls would be nice. I think I keep this. It's a little bit slow. Beaumont Courier. Okay. A little bit slow against Beaumont Courier is scary. Shitty's Fairies. Look, Bitter Blossom is a card that many people would love to be very good in Modern. Alright, I guess we're going to guarantee our next land here. I think what a deck needs to do to qualify to be good varies pretty drastically from format to format. I think a deck in Modern needs to be good. It needs to have an efficient clock or efficient disruption. And I don't think Green-White Value Town has either of those things. I think it's got a lot of sweet interactions. I think it draws a lot of cards, which makes it a lot of fun. People love drawing Magic cards. But I don't think it has an efficient clock or efficient disruption. Look at that. Moto's bugged. Let us cast Saheeli without a red source. It's pretty sweet for us. I think we're dead, chat. And even if it had put up a GP result, that doesn't matter. Like, one single result or like a sprinkling of results across hundreds of different events does not a tier 1 deck make, right? For those that are wondering, Magic Online's not bugged. There's an Oath of Nissa right here. Anything that even sneezes on our Saheeli here, we lose the game. I'm hoping my opponent doesn't have a lightning bolt. Hoping my opponent doesn't have a lightning bolt here, because we are dead to anything that interacts with either of our things. No, I look at Voice of Resurgence as a... I look at Voice of Resurgence as a anti-disruption plan. Like, the fact that it occasionally lets you beat down is nice, but I really like Voice of Resurgence as it's good against counter spells. It also just buys you time by blocking and stuff like that. I think we're supposed to bring in the other Scavenging Ooze, speaking of blocking, because creatures are going to die in this matchup, which makes Scavenging Ooze gaining some health pretty relevant. This is a Kiki out matchup. This might be a Kiki out matchup. Fiery Justice is fine. Yeah, that can come in. Chat, there's 2 minutes here. We have 2 minutes to sideboard. I'm trying to figure out what we want to cut. Maybe some of these images are too cute. I like how I keep repeating myself that the focus on what makes decks great and what makes decks not isn't just like about the single results or the couple of sprinkled results, and people in chat are just like constantly, but what about the results that it had here? And what about the results? It's like, guys, you don't get it. There are so many matches of tournament Magic. Do you know how many different decks there were in my last data dive? The last time I did a deep dive and looked at all the different decks that had top finishes modern, there were like 60 fucking decks there. Are there 60 decks that are super great and powerful in modern? No, but there's 60 decks that are sweet that people show up to tournaments and play, because Magic's about more than winning. Magic's about having fun. I feel like people are so very willing to accept the fact that, like, players can get unlucky and that makes good decks do poorly, but they have a hard time. They have a really hard time accepting the inverse. They have a really hard time wrapping their head around the fact that, like, a good player can run bad with a good deck. A bad player can also run poorly with a bad deck. A good player can run well with a bad deck. Like, is this a 60-second rant asking for a friend? I think I'm just playing Scavenging Ooze out here, and then we're going to fetch a Shockland tapped. Probably grab... I wonder if I was supposed to do this to grab Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, I probably wanted Hallowed Fountain here, right? Because I need blue and white mana at this point. Incinerate. Yep. How does this card do? 3 damage? Yep. I boarded out Kiki, right? Yeah, so let's grab Breeding Pool for now. Isn't this card banned? Why is my opponent allowed to... Regarding Value Town, there were 0 copies in 14 sets of top 8s from SCG Regionals, which 31 different archetypes. It's a pretty big data set. And Todd Stevens played in those tournaments, for the people that want to keep telling me that all those was. Guess what? Todd Stevens has 2 or 3 buys at opens. Do you know why I top 8'd with Kiki Cord so much? Because I showed up to every open and I had 2 buys. Do you know how many matches you have to win to top 8 and open after you have 2 buys? Not a lot of fucking matches. You have to go like barely 75% most of the time, which means you only have to run a little bit hot. This is no ban list standard day, right? Yeah, that's why people love Modern, right? Because this is where we can go to play with all the toys that they're like, you can't have those toys in Standard. Stop it. Stop it. You're probably spilling secrets of top 8 against CG tournaments. Whoa, that's brutal. Woof. Hey, at least I can't kill my planeswalkers anymore. Ugh, another Ferocidon. This just says players can't just like straight up can't gain life, right? Did I board out my Eternal Witness? Did not. Good. So I'm getting Eternal Witness here. And I'm picking back up my Path to Exile. Nope, they're just random. Somewhere in your Twitch settings you can set what your username appears as. Chat, I might have some bad news, chat. I think we probably just ran good the last time we played this deck. I think we need to crawl back into our creature toolboxes aren't good corner. Oh yeah, we're just dead to Ramonap runes. God, all these cards are supposed to be banned. Why am I dying to them? Why am I dying to all these cards that are supposed to be banned, chat? It's so unfair. It's so unfair. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Oro 2 in this league with Kiki Saheeli. We're going to play at least 2 more matches with it. Get a feel for what's going on. My name's Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer. We get beat up playing Modern here constantly. Occasionally we 3 and 2. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. Subscriptions start at $4.99 a month for those who aren't for those who are new. That money supports me directly, so I can continue doing this as a full-time job. You can also support my content by supporting some of my wonderful sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles using promo code Jeff5. You can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags there. And of course, myself and all the wonderful mods would like to welcome everyone to Hoaglandia. Please talk to your friendly neighborhood moderator about your complimentary timeout. It's been a little bit of a brutal day. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sometimes you just gotta slog through them. Sometimes, some days you're the pigeon, other days you're the statue, chat. Try! Oh no! Oh no! Watsy, didn't you know you're only supposed to hit the Tron button when we're winning? We're already getting beat. We're already getting beat. I think all of these Saheeli decks are probably pretty bad. I think they're... We talked about Value Town a second ago being slow, clunky, awkward, not having efficient disruption. I think a lot of these creature toolbox decks in Modern suffer from those exact same issues. We are definitely the statue so far today. I mean, no, I don't think so. I think this build has a lot of play here. Not only do we have fast combo draws, but like I've also got a bunch of wet balls on the board. Guess I shouldn't auto pass here because we could hit a Breen Source and play this Oath of Nissa. I feel like life is soup and we are currently a fork. Someone spilled coffee at WotC and triggered the Trod button, right? Ew. There are a list of Modern decks that I don't accept for normal donations. There's enough money to get me to stream literally anything, but there are a certain list of decks that I require more money to stream than others. Yep. I mean, that's a combo. That's a combo. No, I think it works as a fine deck. I think it's kind of awkward that it loses to like Graveyard Hate and Artifact Tape, but it's like, okay. We've played it in the past. Please be something bad. Please be something bad. Yay! Something bad. Yay! Alright, opponent. No O-Stone. No O-Stone. No O-Stone. No Karn, no O-Stone. Is Death's Eldrazi and Texas okay if there are, say, Matter Reshapers instead of Leonin Arbiters? I don't know. Wait, are they playing Eldrazi-tron? Is that Walking Ballista? Well, that's a bag of dicks. I feel like I'm obligated to try here because, like, they're obviously playing bad Tron, but, like, fuck. I was thinking about playing another league after this one, but I feel like Moto is, like, really like trying to send me signals that I should be done for the day. We do not have a Sun Titan in our main deck. Did someone just say Value Town? All right, I'm just gonna get that. That's just someone that doesn't need to come back. I've had enough Value Town nonsense for today. Yes, trigger resolves. God bless you. Can't even script this shit. I mean, we have one Kiki-Jiki in our deck, chat. There is one big freaky goblin in our deck. That's why we're here. Look, we have a third red source. There's a big steamy pile of goblin in my deck somewhere, okay, chat? It's a sad rate. I don't understand. Why does he want to draw the goblin? That's so bad. That's an any order shuffle, right? Right? Please, please, please. I never like to make predictions on when I'm going to be streaming something, because whenever I make promises, somebody bumps something else up. You also have to keep in mind that there are legacy decks down below modern. I sort them by format and then by the amount of points that they have. I think I'm supposed to start nugging them with this. Thought better, took the nug from the grizzly bear. For people that are wondering why I'm not casting any of the spells in our hand, it's because they won't resolve. Kiki-Jiki. 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 Can't, all his dust is not a problem. Because I can't beat all his dust, so I don't even have to think about it. I don't even have to think about all his dust, chat. You don't even gotta think about things you can't beat. You just keep on trucking. Gotta keep on rolling. Keep on strolling. Has to be one of the biggest, most random middle, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, stop it. Stop. Stop. No, stop. 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 Please exile my voices. Please exile my voices. Yes. Yes, we live. We live to take another hit towards Kiki-Jiki, chat. Come on. Freaky Kiki. Freaky Kiki. Freaky Kiki. Evolution on voice probably would have been a good line. It's a good suggestion, actually. I like that suggestion a lot. I do. I have Stomping Ground, Bird of Paradise, fetch land. This, I guess I should have blocked one more. This actually means that I need to crack this fetch now, which is bad because it shuffles 2 non-Kiki cards back into our deck, but I can't fetch shock anymore, so I'm pretty obligated to do this. It was a good line until my opponent played the Ulamog. Is this good enough? Maybe. Oh, I just want to bring in all these expensive things. I don't really have anything that I actively want to cut here, huh? What am I actually supposed to cut? I'm actually just gonna remove that person. They pretty constantly post nonsense. Yeah, Teeg stops all his dust. I don't think I want Fulminator. I like the Acidic Slime because it can, like, trade with Thought Knot Seer and Reality Smasher inside of combat. The problem is that there's just other good combo decks in Legacy Teferi. Like, having to lean on a 3-mana enchantment seems pretty bad there. Like, having to lean on Mana Dorks and stuff like that. I honestly haven't tried it, but it just seems like it's probably less efficient than a lot of the other combo decks. Yeah, maybe Baloth's just trying to be too fair. I can see that. At the very least, this list we're playing is not built well. I don't have good ins and good outs in these matchups. I mean, you asked me why it wasn't played. I mean, the answer is because it's not very efficient at what it does. This hand's great until they dismember this bird. Maybe I'd have to see what a deck list looked like. Never like to say yes or no without seeing an example. We got a land here. We get to play Wet Ball this turn. Nothing quite says Kiki Chord or Kiki Creature combo deck like hoping to draw a third land and drawing an uncastable fucking goblin. Yeah, your Chalice of the Void for one is whatever. Kiki heard you wanted to draw him, right? Yeah, I think I just want to image the Oracle and then hit a land and play Damping Sphere. Depending on the deck, Smogard. If it's a really specific combo deck, probably. Deal. What's the line here now? It's just Felidar, because I have two of those. I have two combo pieces here. Want to fetch a red source and probably Felidar blink the Coiling Oracle here. I think I'm just supposed to try and kill them. Yeah, Thevs. It's a Saheeli Felidar combo deck with Evolution to try and add some consistency. Blink the image, right? Sure, I missed a point of damage there. I probably just shouldn't even attack, to be honest. So, the hit on that Windswept Heath there means we can kill them next turn if they don't have Disruption. If their Disruption is Thought Knot Seer, we can kill them. Hopefully this is just Wormcoiler Endbringer. Nope, it's the next spell. It's another Chalice for 3. Sure. Sure. Guess who has Chalice for 3 fucking covered this game, opponent? Guess who's gonna win through Chalice on 3, opponent? This guy. This guy right here. I hope they have a Dismember in their hand. Hope you have a Dismember in your hand, opponent. You try and Dismember my card in response to me comboing you. They could have a lot of things. They could have a lot of things. Hopefully they have death. Hopefully they have death. Dismember me, baby. This is a spatial contortion. Nope. What is with all the pump fakes today? Am I supposed to bring in Teeg so we don't get fucking Chalice to the Voided for 3? Is that where I'm at in my life? Is that where I'm at? Is this Teeg supposed to be in my deck so that way I don't get Chalice to the Voided on 3? It's really starting to feel that way. I'm really starting to feel some animosity towards Chalice of the Void on 3. Karn's pretty uncommon out of their deck. All is dust and new can happen occasionally, though. You must swap a voice for a Teeg. No, I think Phantasmal Image is pretty good. I think not only being able to copy their things, but doing wacky things with our mana is valuable. All right. Just gonna keep that. This is getting breeding pool. More red sources than blue sources in my deck. Chalice on 3 Raid Supremes. Well, the mana base isn't that greedy in this deck, Thrabs, because part of playing green also gives you access to cards like Birds of Paradise and other things that make your mana more consistent. You get access to cards like Oath of Nissa. The big thing you get access to, though, is Eldritch Evolution, which helps you find your combo pieces consistently. Well. I didn't bring in my sliver, did I? Actually, don't have a way to take that off the table right now. I have Acidic Slime. I do. God, that card's so good. That card's like really, really good. For reference. Oh, nope. Damn it. Holy God, I just did 2 extra damage to myself. This card's symmetrical, chat. This card's symmetrical. Oddly fair. Oddly fair. That one I can cast. Next turn we'll probably... I guess I could go Phantasmal Image the Coiling Oracle, plus play Voice. Oh, not anymore. Smusher's gonna smush us pretty quick. I guess I get to image it to... Oh, this is a Walking Ballista. Chalice on 2. Yep. Yeah, I missed a point of damage. Man, I'm really glad I have this Damping Sphere. Stop killing him! He's dead! He's dead! Stop killing him! Oh, God. Ay, 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 ay. Do 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 do. We do have an acidic slime. We do have an acidic slime. I cast the Phantasmal Image into the Chalice of the Void on purpose because there's a copy of Sun Titan in my deck. Just finished watching the Dice Factory on the YouTube channel. I love that deck. Def cast some happy decks. I liked it so much. I tried. That's a. All right. That might be an overshare. That might be an overshare. It's an okay draw. I'm gonna concede to this all as dust next turn. Excellent. Excellent. Wow, opponent also has Sun Titan. Alright, that might have been my afternoon. That's 19 more turns. Let's go! God, look at all the shock lands in this mana base. God bless America. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of the I sing. Bum 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 bum. Dum 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 dum. I boarded out my Renegade Rallier. There's only one. Finally had a good one coming. It's like, I guess maybe this could beat this. Probably not. That was definitely a we drew our 12th land that I'm tilted draw. Yeah. Thanks, Nox, for the raid. Welcome to folks coming over from Nox's channel. We just finished getting dumpstered. I think we're about to be done for the day too. This deck's really clunky and awkward. It felt clunky and awkward. Raiding is like hosting, except it pushes people to your channel page as opposed to having their channel like inset inside of your channel. so it moves them to your chat and stuff like that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go back to just like being content to just say the creature toolbox decks are not particularly good in Modern. They're just so slow and clunky, and like their interaction isn't efficient, and the other things are just so fast and brutal and efficient in the format. I've been going for about 7 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap for the day. I'll be back tomorrow morning about 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Probably do some more Modern stuff then. I'll catch all of y'all then. Thanks for the support, folks, and I'll catch all of y'all on that. Everybody have a good afternoon and evening.